From the 9th Regiment Armory on 14th Street in New York City, it's roller derby, and good evening, fans. This is Eric Page along with Ken Nidell welcoming you to another action-packed hour of roller derby, where you're going to see the Chiefs skating against the Red Devils. The Red Devils hold their lead 19-16. In the event, you're not familiar with the rules of roller derby. Each team is comprised of 5 members. There are 2 jammers on each team. The pack is composed of all 10 players, 5 from each team, 2 jammers on a squad. That makes a total of 4 jammers. The jammers are the ones in the striped helmets. They start from the rear of the pack. If you'll watch the pack organize here, you'll notice all 4 jammers in the striped helmets will be at the rear of the pack before the officials give their signal that the jam can get started. Now, the jammers have to work their way through the pack. As they break past the last or first opposing player, the jam is officially underway, and then they have 90 seconds in which to circle the pack and pass an opposing player for the score. For each opposing player they pass, they receive 1 point. They can score as many as 5 points in a particular jam. 90 seconds in a jam, and this jam is underway as number 29, Janice Williams, breaks out for the Chiefs. We have about a minute remaining in the jam. Now she will move to the rear of the pack and try to pass a player. For every opposing player she passes, she receives 1 point. That's Tuffy Bajoon on defense there, blocking Janice. Now number 18, Roberta Mitchell, moves in, trying to go through for some points, and she calls it off and picks up a point. And the Red Devils, check that, they award 2 points to Mitchell. So the Red Devils go out in front 21-16. In this series, the Chiefs have won 7, with the Red Devils capturing 4. And I see that the officials have just called a timeout with a score, as I just gave it to you. The Red Devils 21, the Chiefs 16. And the Red Devils break out first. Although there's Jerry Murray now moving into the lead spot as the lead jammer. Number 22 right there with her, Roberta Mitchell. Number 18, who was almost upended. Jerry trying to get the Chiefs back into it. Red Devils leading 21-16, and here they come to the rear of the pack with about 40 seconds remaining. Murray coming like a freight train, passes Tuffy for 1 and calls it off. And 1 point chalked up for the Chiefs. Tuffy is after Judy McGuire. Judy is no match for Tuffy.
Look at the difference in size here.
Wow. She's a game kid, I'll tell you that. It's like the mountain lion and the rabbit. Now they're awarding now they're putting a penalty on Tuffy, 2 minutes. One point has been awarded to Jerry Murray of the Chiefs. The Chiefs are behind 21-17.
I'll never forget one time we were playing the Haringey Arena in London, and one of the fans got on Tuffy. Tuffy was knocked over the rail, and this fan, a man, an Englishman, he took a swing at Tuffy, and Tuffy picked up a chair and hit him over the head with it.
Hence the name Tuffy. 21-17, the Red Devils lead without their beloved Tuffy. There goes Jerry Murray again. Look at that gal stride. Joanne Coons moves out of the pack also. Both jammers. Jerry Murray, number 22 for the Chiefs. Joanne Coons, number 11 for the Red Devils. About 4 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the period. Plenty of time in this present jam. They have about 45 seconds to go. Boom. Nice block by Joanne Coons as Jerry Murray goes down. Murray just waited on the rail until Coons was coming in and upended her. Now here comes Coons again, and she's probably after Murray. Coons goes down again. Say, Ken, in baseball, 3 strikes, you're out. How about in roller derby? 3 sit-downs, and what then? Well, this would be a good example of set them up on the other alley, fellows. We're ready to roll again. There's a very good shot at Joanne Coons, and She's displaying pain or anger there. Looks like a little of both. I think her pride is hurt more than anything else. I think that anything else suffered a little bit from too. Well, you know, some of the fans wrote in, Ken, and they said, why don't the girls wear more padding? And Joanne could certainly have used some in the 3 spills she just took. Well, that's a very serious thing. All kidding aside, Eric, we have tried to get the players to wear shoulder pads because we have a lot of injuries, a lot of broken collarbones, and these girls will not wear it. They'll take their chances because they don't want anything to hold back the speed they can attain, which is around 37 miles an hour. And you got to give a lot of credit because these gals really are athletes, and they love this game, and they play it to the hilt. I agree with you, but I think in years to come in roller derby, I think the rules will be such that it'll be a necessity for their own protection. And it will be required to wear more padding. Just as in baseball, it's required that they wear the helmet now in the batter's box. A lot of players don't want it, but it's for their own protection. That's number 14, Gail Funn, the lead jammer at the moment. Moving around there with Ann Bauer of the Chiefs, number 26. Check that, number 28, Jenny Lynch. Jerry Murray blocking out Gail Funn beautifully on the play. Jenny Lynch also blocked out. About 20 seconds remaining. Tubby Bazoon trying to take Murray out of the play. Here comes on the inside. Jenny Lynch for the point. And the Chiefs pick up one more. Jenny Lynch coming up with a one-pointer. Now 21-18. The Red Devils still leading with 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining in the period.
Coach Atkinson looks a little down in the mouth here. There he is running across the infield. He's a very colorful guy, this Atkinson, and what a great skater he was in his prime. There he is up on the track. He's all over the place. I think that he's the kind of coach that gets a tremendous amount of ability out of a player with just average ability. He is a real leader. There he is right there.
Well, we'll echo those sentiments 100%, Ken. Any ability that you may have, Ken, Buddy Atkinson Sr. certainly will bring it out. And then some. 25 seconds remaining. I don't believe they can get another score here before the end of the period. 20 seconds to go. That's number 18, Roberta Mitchell, moving. She still has about 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 seconds remaining. I don't believe she can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there goes Joanne Coons down again. That's 4 times in about the last 4 minutes. But she's been seated. And that is the end of the 5th period, and the score stands: the Red Devils 21, the Chiefs 18.
The Red Devils in the dark uniform, the Chiefs in the white uniform, and the contact coming up. The score again, 21-18. The Red Devils on in front by 3. We'll see what the men can do to change that scoring picture. Big Willis starting for the Red Devils, number 19, Ken Monty, number 18, Jim Ciota. Some of the stars out there for the Chiefs we'll give you in a moment.
We're set to go here as the men take over as we go into the 6th period with the Red Devils leading 21-18 over the Chiefs. The Red Devils in the dark uniforms, the Chiefs in the light uniforms. All 4 jammers are out of the pack and moving to the rear of the pack. That's number 17. Nick Scopus for the Red Devils moving up. And picking up a point as the Red Devils now move out in front, 22-18, a 4-point spread. There's a shot of Nick. Mike Gammon we see coming onto the track in a jamming helmet for the Chiefs. Mike, number 25.
Incidentally, Eric, suspension on Buddy Atkinson Jr. is up, and he's back in that lineup. And that's certainly good news for Chief fans. There he is, the big guy just adjusting his helmet, Buddy Atkinson Jr., number 24. And, of course, Jan Vallow, one of the stars of the Chiefs, still out with a broken leg.
Jan Vallow out with a broken leg, and Drew Scott still on the injured list for the Chiefs. Buddy Atkinson Jr., an asset to any team. Cheer is for Mike Gammon, number 25, breaking out for the Chiefs in the light uniform. Also out there with him is Jay Shaw, number 13, for the Red Devils. Following closely right on the so-called heels of Gammon. Shaw now moves into the lead spot. All 4 jammers are out there. Number 29, Bob Woodbury for the Chiefs. And number 14, Sonny Rumatello for the Red Devils. Gammon moving in now to the rear of the pack. Gammon moved through for 1 point and called it off. As you know, only the lead jammer can call off the jam, and he does so by placing his hands on his hips. And the score now goes to 22-19 as the Chiefs pick up a point. 3-point spread. 8 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the period.
As a fellow like Monty, you've done something, and that's the 2nd time in this game that was obvious that Monty was outmaneuvered by little Mike Gammon. But that's not going to happen all the time.
Well, Mike is the highest scorer in this series with a total of 67 points. For the Red Devils, Jay Shaw has 57 points. That's in the overall series between these 2 teams. Pete Mangone moving out for the Chiefs this time. Number 12, Tony Roman, at the rear of the pack, trying to move through if he can. Watch this action as Pete Mangone, number 27, moves in for the Chiefs. And number 15, Richie Prida, also moves up there. Number 30, Whitey Santiago for the Chiefs, now breaks out of the pack. About 20 seconds remaining. And it's called off. No score, say the officials, and we see that Artie Sirigliano, there he is, the head official, calling for a timeout here in the 6th period. With the score, the Red Devils 22, the Chiefs 19. So on we go. The Red Devils leading 22-19. 6 minutes and 43 seconds remaining. Clock starts to move once again. 3-point lead held by the Red Devils as the Chiefs try and get a threat moving, but the Red Devils break someone out of there. And it's Don Richmond. A nice block. Beauty of a block by Butch Nurr. Richmond goes down again. And moving out there for the Chiefs, number 28, Joel Rabin, as the lead jammer. Also out there is Richie Fleischman for the Chiefs. And number 17, Nick Scopus, goes out for the Red Devils. About 35 seconds remaining in the jam. Chiefs with an excellent opportunity to score here. Rabin and Fleischman. Rabin trying to move by Richmond if he can. Getting some help from Nurr. Tries the inside. Can't move in. About 15 seconds remaining. Here comes Fleischman on the outside. Picked up one as Jim Scioto went down. Let's see how the officials call it. One point for the Chiefs, I believe. That's it, 1 point for the Chiefs. And it's now 22-20 with the Red Devils leading. Richie Fleischman picking up a point. Passing Scioto of the Red Devils. We have 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the period. Action getting a little more hectic. There's the whistle indicating everybody's in position. And away they go, trying to break through. Mike Gammon trying to move out. Move out he does. Number 25 for the Chiefs, Dynamite Mike Gammon. Whitey Santiago almost took a spill, held his feet beautifully. There goes Rimatello, Sonny Rimatello, number 14, moving out to see if he can catch Mike. This Rimatello can move. He's got help. Also out there, number 13, Jay Shaw. Let's see what Mike does, whether he'll call it off or try and outscape him. Got about 35 seconds remaining. There's a whip, and here comes Jay Shaw. Picking up ground on Gammon. Look at them go. They're traveling at about 40 miles an hour. Gammon at the rear of the pack trying to move through. And stop. And called it off. He picked up one more point. It's a 22-21 game. As the Chiefs keep inching nearer and nearer, closer and closer. 22-21, 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. And Buddy Atkinson, Sr. looks a wee bit dejected.
Monty does too, I'll tell you, because here you have the great experience of Monty against this real fine star, Mike Gammon, this youngster. And so far, Monty has stopped up everybody, but he hasn't been able to stop Mike.
There aren't too many that can stop Mike. He knows all the tricks and learned them from a great guy himself, Gene Gammon. Two minutes, 30 seconds to go in the period. 22-21, the Red Devils in the dark uniforms, leading the Chiefs in the light uniforms. There goes Richie Prida and Tony Roman. One of them down. It was Roman. Tony Roman down. Richie Prida now skating. Out after him, Buddy Atkinson Jr. He's a defensive player. He cannot score, but he'll try and stop him. 1-2, and calls it off. But he couldn't catch him. And Richie Prida picks up 2 points for the Red Devils. And they increase their lead. They're out in front 24-21. A minute and 40 seconds remaining.
It was the old tryout there by Atkinson Jr. He had 2 of the jammers out there. And as you pointed out, Eric, Buddy Atkinson Jr. had a plain helmet on, a blocker. There's Frida who scored the 2, or Preda that scored the 2 for the Red Devils. But he did knock little Roman out of the play, and that took 1 potential score out of it for the Red Devils. But he just couldn't get to Preda, who's very fast. And, of course, by the time Buddy took the time to block down on Roman, he had lost his stride, and it was impossible. A nice play by Atkinson Jr. in a losing cause, because those 2 points are big right now. 24-21, and it's about a minute and 2, a minute and 1, 1 minute to go. Action to the track, and here's Eric.
Well, Ken, it just shows you how important that play was, though, because very conceivably they could have come up with a 4-pointer with 2 men in there and no chief jammers out. So Buddy Atkinson Jr. a very big help on that play, although he did have to give up 2 points. There's Mike Gammon, number 25. Out there with him, number 17, Nick Scopus for the Red Devils. Mike, of course, with the Chiefs. Only 33 seconds remaining. Mike trying to move through very quickly. Scopus right with him. Number 26, Butch Murray, trying to hold Scopus out of the play. It's the infield. He'll have to move back to his original position. And a whistle.
No score, and just a word here before the period ends, Eric. That time, Ken Monty stopped up Mike Gammon.
He stopped him, and there is the buzzer ending the 6th period with the score. The Red Devils 24, the Chiefs 21.
The girls have it. Number 13, Tiny Grasso, breaks off for the Red Devils on the offensive, moving hard. The Red Devils in the dark uniform, the Chiefs in the light uniform. A good block on number 23, Janice Williams, by number 18, Roberta Mitchell of the Red Devils. In other words, Mitchell, with a jamming helmet, is sacrificing herself to take out the potential offensive player for the Chiefs, letting her little teammate, number 13, Grasso, move in. 24-21 the score, and the period just got underway. All right, now, if you're doing for the first time, number 13, Grasso, wearing a dark uniform, we know she's a Red Devil. She'd get a point for every one in white she could pass. Passing her own teammates mean nothing. There's her teammate dropping back, Joanne Coons, to try to help her in. Coons trying to offensively block Murray. Number 22, the great defensive player for the Chiefs, blocks back on Grasso. Grasso tries to get in, can't do it. Now on the jam, number 28, Clinch coming in. Grasso cuts it off. And Murray stops up that play with a beautiful bit of blocking. And that's the kind of blocking you expect from the great pro Murray. Taking nothing away from little tiny Grasso. but Murray certainly stopped that one beautifully. No score on the play, 24-21 here at the 9th Regiment Armory. Trying to get the field together. Remember, once a jam is over or concluded, the 5 players of each team must get together in what we call the pack. And everything starts in the pack. The jammers wearing the striped helmet must start from the back end of the pack and work themselves through the pack, out into the open, and on a jam. Now that's easy to say, but hard to do. There is number 18 with the striped helmet this time, as Buddy Atkinson Sr. calls on number 18, Roberta Mitchell, to be an offensive player for the Red Devils. Mitchell trying to work out, and also for the Red Devils, number 16 wearing a striped helmet, and that's Sandra Morris. For the Chiefs in stripes, we have Janice Williams and Jerry Murray. No, correction, number 26, Ginny Lynch. And Lynch is on the move. Lynch wearing number 28. Lynch, number 28, and number 18, Roberta Mitchell, one of each team on the offensive. Here's a good picture of the pack, and there's a fast break by Janice Williams, finally getting out on the offensive with a striped helmet for the Chiefs. So the Chiefs have 2 out, and Mitchell hits up with a nice block on number 28, and will try to outskate her. Beautiful skating by Mitchell. Look at Atkinson talking up on the infield. Now Mitchell out skating the 2 jammers for the Chiefs. Moves in. She get a point for everyone, and what she can pass. The clock shows a minute down and 30 seconds to go. Cutting in the back of the pack. Mitchell moves in. Murray again back in that blocking spot. Here's a contest coming in with Murray blocking and Mitchell looking over his shoulder, as now a challenge is being made by the leading jam player for the Chiefs, number 28, Lynch. Lynch comes in at number 11, number 18, trying to get in, and Buddy Atkinson signals to cut it off, and Mitchell does cut it off. Again, that important rule. Leading jam player can stop it, placing their hands on their hips. Mitchell looked over his shoulder, saw Lynch make a bid to score, didn't take a chance because they got a 3-point lead. Good play by the Red Devils. Eric, how do you think you'd fare out there with a pair of skates and a pair of tights?
I'm not worried about the tights. It's the skates I'd be more concerned with. It's all according to whether or not I could pin the skates on the tights. Then I don't think I'd have any trouble, Ken.
Well, let's you and I just take our roller derby from here back in the night. So.
I think so.
You got to be in top shape. Maybe a few years back, we could have got out there and stood up for a lap or so, but I don't think any more than that. I don't think any sport demands more out of an athlete than the roller derby. All right, Tuffy Razoon up front, no number on. Big Tuffy up front, and Jerry Murray whipping with a 1-2-3 whip, and through the hole, McGuire. Little Judy McGuire with that bouncing action moves out. And as we watch these jammers in this overall shot, you can get a good picture of the track, a good perspective of how they start out from the front of the pack, moving all the way around to try to score by coming in and catch the pack while the pack is moving the same way as the offensive players are. Little McGuire, a very individual type of skater on this track. Every skater skates it differently. And little Judy, number 25, comes in with a close-up shot. Trying to get by, and back there, Tuffy Razoon. Walking back at number 25. Here comes Coons around the outside. Coons moving in. Levenger back there, but Murray, number 22, stops up on Joanne Coons, trying to make her bid to score over Murray. The clock shows 25 seconds to go. Tuffy Razoon doing a good job on number 25. Number 25, McGuire, failed to score over Tuffy. Tuffy pushes her teammate. Coons moves through. I believe she's got one. We'll see if she tries to get more than one now. Moving in on Levenger, number 27. Levenger slowing her down. Still trying to fight up in there. Tuffy blocking back on McGuire. Time is very short. And the official decision, 2 points gained by Joanne Coons of the Red Devils. On a nice play for the Red Devils. The referee has called a timeout with the score. The Red Devils 26 and the Chiefs 21. This time, Jerry Murray, number 22, has the striped helmet on. Murray moving out. The crowd buzzes in the background, and coming out with him, McGuire, number 25. Also pumping hard, number 11, coming out for the Red Devils, Joanne Coons. So we got 2 against 1 with 5 minutes and 55 seconds left in the skating period for the girls.
Red Devils with a 5-point bulge now. Murray driving hard down the straightaway. Tries to come into this turn and get in on number 15. Back there to block out. Now number 18 drops back. Roberta Mitchell will be the first one Murray tries to pass. Look at the picture. Beautiful skating by Murray. Murray, I believe, has got 3. Here comes McGuire now. Murray waiting for McGuire to come out. As the crowd roars in the background tonight, 29 in New York. That time Murray skated in and swiveled him the way through for 3 points. Then dropped back, didn't cut it off. Waited for his teammate McGuire to move up. McGuire moved up, shot around the outside in the high bank, got 2, a total of 5. The Chiefs move it up, 26-26. Eric, how about it?
There was some beautiful teamwork with Murray moving in for the 3-pointer, as Ken described very beautifully. Then dropping back when she saw that Judy McGuire had some competition. A couple of jammers from the Red Devils following very closely. Murray could not score any more points. Slowed down, picked up the jammers, trying to move up with McGuire, enabling Judy to move right in and pick up 2 more points. A big 5-pointer in all for the Chiefs, and it's brand new, knotted up 26-26. 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the period. The action gets moving again, and here again, Ken Nidell.
All right, trying to fight out to the back of the pack with the striped helmet. Scale front number 14, shot from the back, moves up, whip with the right hand shot from her teammate and out on the move. Up in there with the striped helmet. There she is, Gail Fun. A good camera shot of number 14, stretching down the straightaway and hitting the high bank. Fun up front now, chasing hard right behind her. Number 26, moving in there for the Chiefs. And it's Ann Bauer. Bauer coming up now with Fun holding it down. They haven't used up the clock. They've got about 45 seconds. Murray blocks, throws her body in there. Beautiful block, but they rule a foul on Murray. And Fun and Murray are in it there. Now we'll see. Bauer did not have a striped helmet on. She cannot cut it off, but we'll see what the officials rule. It was a play where the point was gained. Murray got a 2-minute penalty for an illegal block. Murray literally threw her body to try to stop that play on number 14. And a 2-minute penalty is given to Murray because she blocked by holding with her elbow, grabbing the inside arm of Fun, and that's illegal. And of course, it's one of the penalties in the game. Very seldom, Eric, we see Murray get a penalty because Murray is one of the cleanest players, and with her wonderful national athletic ability, it happens very seldom when you see Murray get a foul of that type.
I'll agree with you all the way there, Ken. And the Red Devils now moving out in front again, 27-26, with 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. They still hold command of this game, fighting to grab it and hold it. They're behind in the series, 7 games to 4, with the Chiefs on the long end, and they need tonight's win very badly. All right, the action moves again. Here's Ken.
All right, the coaches switched to the striped helmets because of the jammer. It's like running the 100-yard dash every few minutes, and these jammers have to be questioned and taken in and out of the infield and off the bench to keep fresh. So Gammon this time is called on number 28, and it's Lynch who had a rest. She's out there now on the offensive, and Buddy Atkinson has called on number 12, and it's Peggy Healy. Healy losing some ground now to that leading jam player. Our attention should be and is on number 28. Back there to block out again in her familiar spot, Roberta Mitchell, number 18. Mitchell back for the Red Devils. Slows down number 28. Lynch trying to get in. Mitchell doing a nice job. McGuire trying to help her teammate. Number 12 comes in now. No scorers yet because you must pass the opposition. Passing your own teammates means nothing. A good block by little McGuire. Good blocking by Roberta Mitchell. Both jammers trying to score. It's tough. 15 seconds. Trying to beat the clock down. Time very short. Couldn't do it. Good blocking by McGuire of the Chiefs, and fine blocking again by Mitchell, number 17 or 20. Let's see, Mitchell's number 18 for the Red Devils. No score in the play. The score 27-26 with the Red Devils on in front just by 1. and there's about 53 seconds to go in this skating period. A fine crowd out here at the 9th Regiment Armory in New York City for this great game between the Red Devils and the Chiefs. About time for possibly one more jam. It'll have to be a fast one because they don't even have a minute and a half this time. With the period running out, in the period 12 minutes, they only have 30 seconds to go to try to score in, and that's tough. Now, if you wonder why they block in that pack when the jam is on, it's because if a player is knocked down, that player could be passed for a point by a jammer. All right, trying to get somebody out. 15 seconds. I doubt if they can get a score in this time remaining. Good blocking. Murray up there, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Nobody will score this time. Wire is out, clock ticking away. And that's the end of the 7th period of play with the score. The Red Devils 27, the Chiefs 26.
It's the blue chip period, the 8th inning finale. 27-26, the Red Devils leading the Chiefs in a real close one. The jam is on as number 13, Jay Shaw, breaks out for the Red Devils. Right there with him is Bob Woodbury for the Chiefs, number 29. Woodbury out of the training school. Youngster with a lot of talent, natural ability. Shaw moving to the rear of the pack, plenty of time, about 40 seconds remaining. Let's watch this action. Shaw checked and then calls it off. Saw he was going to be stopped, realized Woodbury was coming like a freight train.
You got a penalty in here, Eric.
And we have a penalty. And 1 point is awarded to the Red Devils. 1 point. Or was it 2? They have on the scoreboard 29-26.
Well, Art Saragono only had one finger up, so we'll have to check that. 29-26 is right on the board, and the penalty was by Butch Nur, an illegal holding penalty for Nur, and of course a tough break at this stage of the game, but it's still anybody's game. We'll check out that last play.
All right, the Chiefs are skating short. Only 4 men against 5 for the Red Devils. In roller derby, as in hockey, when a player is penalized, the entire team suffers that penalty because they have to skate short. The player cannot be substituted for a penalized player. Still no one has broken out. Moving on the outside, number 17 is Nick Skopas, trying to move through, and move through he does for the Red Devils, and the jam is underway. Red Devils with a 3-point lead. 29-26. Also out there, Pete Mangone matching stride for stride with Skopas. Mangone trying to move on the inside, hits the infield. Now moves by and takes over the lead spot as the lead jammer for the Chiefs. Coming up, number 30, Whitey Santiago for the Chiefs. There goes Mangone now, starting to move in. With about 35 seconds remaining. Moving to the rear of the pack, Johnny Parker on defense for the Red Devils. Let's see what Mangone can do. Hits the outside, tries to move by, and gets by. Pulls it off, and picks up a point. One point picked up by Pete Mangone. There's a good close-up of him. Got a nice assist from Billy Gardner on the play, enabling him to get by Johnny Parker.
Eric, I never seen anybody back in for a point any better than that. He was skating backwards when Parker whipped him in there, and only a guy like Mangone, with the ability he has, could do just that. Parker's a tough guy to pass, and I just double-checked that call on the last play, Eric,
and he ruled that on the penalty, Nur had been passed for one. He fouled after he had been passed, and he stopped the player, which was Shaw, from a possibility of gaining more than one, therefore awarded the extra point. It was a two-pointer by Shaw.
So there you have it, right from the official scorekeeper. So a 2-point lead is still held by the Red Devils, 29-27. We have 8 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the game. Still no one has broken loose. Here's that Mike. There goes Mike Gammon, number 25 for the Chiefs. Nobody out for the Red Devils. An excellent opportunity for the Chiefs. Now someone breaks loose for the Red Devils. Let's see if we can pick him up for you. Number 15 breaking out of there, Richie Prida for the Red Devils. Gammon with about a half a lap. Approaching the rear of the pack now. Trying to see what he can do about getting the team back into it. Looks like he's going to get a whip from Buddy Atkinson. There he goes. Listen to that crowd. They've gone wild. A four-pointer. A big four-pointer for Mike Gammon. And the Chiefs go out in front, 31-29. And timeout has been called by the officials. With the score, the Chiefs 31. And if you can hear me, the Red Devils 29. Shaw out there for the Red Devils. Also Bob Woodbury for the Chiefs. Shaw with a good lead, approaching the rear of the pack now with about 32 seconds, 30 seconds roughly, let's call it, remaining in the jam. The Chiefs leading 31-29. Red Devils trying to get back into it. Nice block by Butch Nur. Trying to take Nur out, cannot do it. And it's called off. Shaw called it off very wisely, saying he was outnumbered, outmanned, outgunned. 1 point is awarded to the Red Devils. 31-30 score. And it's anybody's game. Real Donnybrook here tonight.
You know,
it's unfortunate, Ken, that we can't have one camera set on Buddy Atkinson Sr. during this entire game, because he is something to behold, the coach of the Red Devils on the infield.
That's right, and also Coach Gammon, who is a different type of coach. He has a board in his hand, you can see it over there, that he keeps marking down all kinds of notes about his condition of his players, the kind of jammers he wants, when the jammer jams last, because as we brought out before, Eric, you've got to shuffle your jammers. These coaches work a lot like football coaches, shoving those backfield men in and out. You've got to be fresh out here, and here's action.
There goes Mike Gammon. Right there with Mike, number 17, Nick Scopus for the Red Devils. Chiefs with a 1-point lead. This doesn't mean very much, but it's still 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Look at him go. Mike Gammon, the croucher. He's beautiful to watch when he moves to the rear of the pack, starts moving through, crouches, and passes a couple for some points. Mike, the croucher, Gammon. Watch the action as they move to the rear of the pack now. 30 seconds remaining in the jam. Scopus becomes the lead jammer. Gammon moving in, passing by Scopus, checking him. About 20 seconds to go. Gammon for the outside, cannot get by. Starts to move again. Gets a push from Butch Nur, but still cannot move through. And it's called off. Called off by Nick Scopus. I don't believe any score was given there.
From this corner, watching that terrific contest of the blocker against the jammer, Ken Monty, who has been trying to stop up Mike, and the last 2 times stopped him up, and this time he stopped him after being passed for a few points. Looked tremendous. If the camera work and showing Monty's tremendous blocking, because this guy can go left or right, and as we called it, we thought that Mike would not pass him every time, and the last 3 times Mike has failed over the great blocking of this wonderful skater, Ken Monty. So we got the young guy with in fact, the high score of the league against one of the great blockers of all time, Monty. We might see another contest just like that. This action is terrific as the time gets shorter and shorter in this final skating period.
Only 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Breaking away, number 14, Sonny Rimatello for the Red Devils. Also out there for the Chiefs is Pete Mangone, number 27. 13, Jay Shaw out there for the Red Devils. Mangone trying to move up now if he can. Trying to overtake Rimatello, number 14. Crowd going wild in the closing moments. Seconds remaining in the jam. They're all jammed up there. Buddy Atkinson at the rear of the pack on defense for the Chiefs, number 24. Trying to keep back Rimatello. Mangone for the Chiefs trying to get in position to move through. 29, Bob Woodbury for the Chiefs also in there. All 4 jammers at the rear of the pack. About 20 seconds to go in the jam. Atkinson was taken out of it, but blocked momentarily by Mangone, and they still go through. Number 13, Jay Shaw, still goes through for the point, and it's tied up 31-31. We may see an overtime. Only 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. And look at that Buddy Atkinson Sr. He's happy as a lark.
That was the case, Eric, where if you don't first succeed, try again. Shaw was hit and hit hard. He dropped back about 10 feet. He bounced off it, came back, and drove again, and finally got in for that point that tied up the game 31-31. So with a minute and 19, a minute and 18, a minute and 17, that's all that's left. Eric is ready, and the boys are ready on the track as both coaches. Teams are up in the infield. The excitement mounts here. It's anybody's game. Boy, what a sweetheart we got here.
Will we have an overtime or not? We've just been given word that in the event it should go to an overtime period, we will carry it. So don't you fans move. You'll see every thrilling moment of the roller derby tonight. 52 seconds remaining. Still no one has broken loose. Watch the action as they try and get somebody out of there. 40 seconds remaining. I doubt very much if they'll get anyone loose to be able to score with the remaining time. Richie Fleischman trying to break through. Mike Gammon attempting to cut loose. 25 seconds remaining. And there they go. Fleischman and Gammon both out of there. There goes Fleischman with 13 seconds. Can he do it? Time running out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No score. No score. And we will be going into overtime. As you know, fans, it's a 5-minute sudden death. The first team that scores. So we'll stay right here. (31-31). That is the end of the regulation game with the score all locked up. This is 5-minute overtime, sudden death. If there is no score at the end of 5 minutes, the men will come in for a 5-minute period. It's tied up 31-31 at the end of the regulation time. The first team to score a point is declared the winner. That's Tuffy right at the lead of the pack. Breaking loose. No, says Art Saraganno. You were not in position. Jan is not officially underway. She has to move to the rear of the pack, and they'll try it again. Everyone a little bit over-anxious. Both teams wanting this one very badly. There is the whistle now. It's underway. Murray on the outside, moving through. Gets by. There goes Joanne Coons for the Red Devils. Murray all alone at the moment. About a minute and a half has elapsed in this overtime period. Judy McGuire out there with Joanne Coons checking her. Murray all by herself. Here comes Murray, and she scores. He's through. It's all over with the Chiefs winning in overtime by a score of 32-31. A real thriller here tonight. Jerry Murray passing Tiny Grosso. Actually, she didn't get by Tuffy, but the speed in which Tuffy and Jerry were moving, it carried both of them right past Tiny Grosso for the Red Devils and got the Chiefs the 1 point they needed for victory. Winning again, as I mentioned, by a score of 32-31 in overtime, and a real thriller here. And we certainly hope that you fans enjoyed the action as much as Ken and I have enjoyed bringing it to you. For now, this is Eric Page along with Ken Nidell saying we're a little late, everyone. So long, everybody.